So my siege tower can't quite make it to the front line, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay because my cavalry's moving through. Hercules can go through. Let's move this cavalry to this tile, and then Politic can move the siege tower forward once more, like so. I need her actually to the front line if I can help it, and then she can go BAM and attack the city. Hercules can go BAM and attack the city as well. We'll continue pillaging, and you know what? I've got the strength, so I'm actually just going to smash everything in. Another trade route to Valletta. Oh, it's an 8 food route from my capital. Later into the game, we're going to be able to produce an absolute mighty super capital. It's going to be brilliant. Running out of luxuries though, that is something I do need to work on. I could use with a new Hercules actually, so I'm going to deliberately kill Hercules, get the relic like that, and then I think I'm going to get you to headbutt that city twice. This unit's looking pretty good. Just in you go, lovely stuff, and then I'll take the capital. Beautiful. And if I move my units forward now, you'll see, oh, that city actually has no walls. Helpful. Okay, in you go. 1 attack, 2 attack. What I'd like to do is leave this city in a position where it can't keep the loyalty, and then Congo will knock itself out of the game, and it won't be me. I won't get the grievances for doing it. Haha! It seems like a ridiculous thing to do, but I'm tempted to put a preserve down so that I can work these 2 mountain tiles really well. It'll give my capital 2 housing as well. I'm going to do it. Look at that. It's such a weird choice, but it's actually a really good mountain tile already. Let's get the grove in. Yeah, I'm pleased with my choice. It's such a ridiculous thing to do. Actually, what's the loyalty? It's actually, this is a charming tile. If I remove the iron, that would be a good tile to work as well. Plus, I realise as I'm doing this, Kamasi is making my trade routes better every time as well. So that's quite fun. Do we do a campus in my capital? It would be quite nice, wouldn't it? This tile is the one I want to improve. Just an entertainment complex? Might just put an entertainment complex down. Hang on, let me just check. It's a little far away from the city on the right and a little far away from the city on the left as well. Kind of. Just a terrible location for both. It'll be on 5 tiles though. Alright. Let's put it there. Perfect. And now I can get an arena in the city. Look at that. It's looking much happier now. How many luxuries? Not many. Not many. But once we unlock zoos, my capital will be much happier. Yeah, this trade route from my capital is getting 30 gold and 12 culture. That's nice. Oh, this is going to be a good democracy game. I can just tell already. I'm really pleased. Like, Void Singers would have given us, at this stage, about 45 extra science, culture, gold. It would have been good, but I love the ability to just accumulate city-states. It's really, really fun. Valletta I'm going to do naturally, because Valletta I can trade with. Zanzibar's a bit further away. I do have my merchant on the way. It will take them quite a long time, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 with my envoys there, and then bam, Zanzibar, I claim it. I claim the luxuries that Zanzibar gives. It's a brilliant city-state for me. Here we go. My alliance with Spain is really kicking off now. As soon as I get this to level 2, I'm going to start having 10 combat strength against Ethiopia's religions. I am spawning quite a few apostles. None of them really have the promotion I'm looking for. I've only got 1 debater, but just regular apostles. These are good enough to fight in numbers, so that's kind of what I'm looking for here. 1, 2, 3. Is this going to be enough? 4? Yes, it will. Perfect. Okay, I do not need to attack and kill any more of the Congo cities. We have done a magnificent job as it is. This is their last city. Loyalty-wise, it will start to flip once I increase the loyalty and population of all the cities surrounding it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that actually. That's not bad. Just check my settle lens. I've got some spaces down the south. Okay, right, Magnus, I'm going to pull you over to the front line, over to that. And then we'll go and send some settlers out from this city. There is Kilwa. 3 extra envoys as well. It's because this is in my capital. If I can get 2 city-states that I'm suzerain of the same type, it gives me 30% of that yield in this city and 15% everywhere else. So it's awesome. 2 science city-states, 2 faith city-states, 2 culture city-states, 2 merchant city-states. These are all the sort of things that I'm looking to do. As you can see, I haven't quite got that full assortment just yet, but I'm not far off. Really not far off at all. Okay, like looking at all of this, Granada I can send another trade route to. Kamasi is nice and safe as well. We've got some really good routes going. Oh, 2 military city-states already. I think the next one I'm going to charge up is I'll put 1 onto Valletta, but then Bam, like that. But now I can use the letter to faith buy city centre buildings, which is quite fun. So we'll keep an eye out for that one. Alliance has expired. No, 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 no. You're my favourite friend, Spain. You are my favourite friend. We're going to stay allied. The Congo wants 4 gold for peace. I will take your offer. I've seen worse peace deals, I'll be honest. This one is fine. Oh my lord, look at some of these routes from my capital. That's 10 food, 3 production, 24 gold, 3 science. Okay, right. My biggest job in my capital now is going to very much be just making sure that I have enough housing to make sure the city continues growing. This is actually more difficult a job than you might think. So in order to expedite the Congo being knocked out of the game, I need to increase the population of the cities around that one, which should be relatively easy to do with some builders. These are lovely 5 charge builders, and we've got a lot of rainforest around, like a lot of it. So we'll just keep on working this. Chop, 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 and everyone will be happy. Yep, these routes are very, very good. Oh, yes, 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 yes. So, my capital's now got 85 food coming in, and that's with me losing quite a bit of it to amenities. 15 of that I've lost to amenities, so that could be on 100 right now. Probably need to work on that a little bit. I'm chasing down some missionaries. I will get them, I promise. I'm going to clean up the religions in my land a little bit. In fact, actually, I'm going to just move this unit round, and I'll get a guru in a second to go and heal in a sec. Here we go. We're starting to trap the missionaries up now. We will capture you. Yep, just every single rainforest now is just being chopped in a perimeter around the Congo. The loyalty pressure will be massive. Look, watch this. It's 11.8 at the moment. I'll roll over a turn and I'll show you. 12.6. Yeah, it wasn't the hugest change. I was expecting a little bigger than that, but it's fine. We'll keep chopping. Chop, chop, chop. Wonder construction as well. That's good because I am rushing Forbidden City. Oh, I could use that extra card. I'm also having quite a lot of fun with these harbours where I can build them. No real sort of... Actually, there's a little fish there. So we can build the harbour. Where are you? 515. Lovely. Just sell a little bit of stuff. And then we can go Gilded Vault. And there's another trade route. Oh, and water parks and zoos, things like that are all finished now. So we need to just keep an eye on that in my capital. I might be able to make this city a little happier than it previously has been. Let's get... I mean, Invention's a really good card. But I don't need to be rushing it as hard right now. Let's get rid of Invention. Let's put Republican Legacy back on. Triangular Trade is good. Town Charters is good. Public Works is pretty good as well. Yeah, okay, cool, that's fine. Until Forbidden City pops back up, that's a good selection. Oh yeah, all my cities are content now. That's so much better. And another missionary destroyed. Perfect. Pushing this religion back. Military emergency? No, 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 no. We don't like that. We don't like that. Congo might have voted quite heavily on that one, so maybe a couple of people will have joined in, including the Ottomans? No, maybe just the Congo. Let's have a quick look here. No, Saladin's gone in as well. Okay, fine. Well, that's a bit annoying, this emergency. I kind of didn't want to have to deal with that, but there aren't many units, and honestly, I kind of sent my units off exploring, so they're kind of a little bit preoccupied. 500 gold, 2 envoys. I didn't have many envoys, so that's good for me. I've got 4 extra ones. Oh, actually, Bologna. Perfect. Districts with buildings provide an extra great person point. That's going to be brilliant for my industrial zones. And I think I just found another city-state by using that one, didn't I? No, I didn't. No, I discovered Babylon. Hello, Babylon. Oh, 174 science, and that's technically half. They are on 37 techs to my 32. Okay, that's not bad. Don't mind me, though, whilst I finish Forbidden City. 1 extra wildcard policy slot. If I can pick up Alhambra or Big Ben, one of those two, I think those would be pretty decent for me. Maybe Big Ben is the preference on that one, because it's an economic policy slot rather than a military, but Batala Palace actually might be good as well. Alhambra is still an option. Well, I did want to put an encampment in this city, so we'll do that for now, and yeah, I think Alhambra's gonna have to be there. Must be built on hills. Nope, I mucked that up. Okay, another city will do that. Let's have a look at another highly productive city. Like, that's a good city, don't get me wrong, but it's not my most productive. Actually, I lie. It very much was. Never mind. Let's get the encampment. We'll put the Alhambra on that tile. So we'll go to there. Get rid of this. Alhambra, 27 turns. I know it seems like quite a lot, but it's not really so bad. Oh, Cleopatra. I met you as well as Babylon. Hello. Oh, I need more policy cards. Yeah, every time I see one, I'm like, oh, that's another thing that I could do. Like, look, Raj gives me trade routes, +2 gold to trade routes to city-states. That's awesome. Let's go invention just for now. There is a zoo in my capital and a bit more housing if I put... See, the thing I like about stables is that I can get siege equipment later for a bit more combat experience. So I'll do that for now. Armory comes next. In the meantime, I think... Yeah, what do I want? Do I want to levy city-states? Not really. Grandmaster's Chapel, buy things in with faith. That's probably the one for me because I've got such a crazy amount of faith income. That would be a lot of fun. Population 20 capital. Yay! So ignore the flood that has taken out an industrial zone yet again. Ugh, terrible. But more exciting is the fact that not only have I just got industrialization, unlocked factories, unlocked coal, we'll go through that in a second, I've also just found Jerusalem. Ooh, and they're on the coast as well. That's really cool. They are going to be really good. Okay, already +9 faith. But don't forget Kilwa. Kilwa is the best part of this arrangement. Now, first of all, let's just buy in a factory immediately in my capital. And then let's buy in a coal power plant. Look at that. Another 10 production. Beautiful. Up to 100 production already. I think I'm going to want railroad, aren't I? Let's be honest. Let's just unlock steam power immediately. And once my capital has finished for Grandmaster's Chapel, there's going to be loads of wonders I want. But military engineers are also quite important. Yeah, how much is it to buy military engineer? 270 gold? Okay, right, we'll start buying those. That's well worth it. So there's some coal under a field. We can go and get that. That's not a problem. There's coal under a city. Brilliant. Under a district. Brilliant. That can be improved easily as long as I've got a builder that knows what to do. Perfect. That one's under a mine already. That one's under a lumber mill. Again, that can easily be improved. One's under a district. Under a district. And there's the field one from before. Goodness me, we've got so much coal coming in already. This is going to be a huge bankroller for us. Oh, another flood over there. Goodness me. No one likes my cities at the moment. Nationalism. Awesome. We can make armies now. That's just a lot of fun. Indoctrination is industrial zone. Age, I should say. It's 27 turns away minimum. So let's go for Liang. I'd like to be able to buy builders in and have an extra charge on them. That I think would be quite handy. Still generating a lot of extra culture from my trade routes to city-states, and actually a lot of just casual envoys that stop people from spreading and taking them over. Like, I want to be suzerain of these things, and I don't want that to be contested. So it's quite handy for me, actually. It's my favorite little combination. Buy a harbor and then pray in a gilded vault for all of that extra culture and gold, but more importantly, another trade route. It's just as many as you could want. And Hercules is back as well. Okay, I'm going to send Hercules over and we're going to look for some cities that don't yet have holy sites that could use them. Like, this is a great example of a city that could use a holy site. Lovely stuff. Culture bomb when completing great industrial zones. I mean, actually, that's not bad when you can just sort of pray them in or buy them in immediately. So we'll see. That might actually be more useful than it normally is. The second one I had was grant 500 gold, grant 1 governor title. Now, one thing that I should kind of think about for later is saving up for corporations. Corporations could be a lot of fun and could get me a lot of gold later into the game. Like a 3 governor title for now, it really isn't much for me. So Adam Smith I might actually keep for later. Spilsbury, for instance, yeah, toys are fun, but they only give me like 4 immunities, so I might save him as well. I like the early game ones. The early game ones were fun, but now that we're in the late stages of the game, it's like, I might just save my stuff a little bit more now. Oh, my capital has actually hit its housing cap as well, which I cannot stand. So let's just buy in a neighborhood, because I can, you know? There you go, the housing is now a lot better. And I'll get in a theatre square, that's a nice +5, because again, I can. Get in an amphitheatre, that's awesome, and I'll get in... Ooh, should we get an archaeological museum? Or I'll get an art museum because I can again. Steam power. Steam power. Steam power. Okay, railroad time. Military engineer. And military engineer. You'll get a feel of what I'm going to be doing the next 2 turns. Another apostle slain. I am actually pushing this religion back really nicely now. I know it's Spain's religion, but I want to feed the world, and I want to feed the world badly, so that's what I'm going to do. Hercules is helping by making all of these lovely holy sites. Don't forget, it's housing, it's amenities, it's a lot of good stuff in these holy sites. And now that I have steam power, I think economics is what I want to go for. Let's boost the corporations to make sure that we can get some amazing gold corporations in my capital. Like this silver, oh, it's going to be good. Alhambra, 1 military policy slot. It's really good, especially when I go to better governments later into the game. It just means that I can always have like logistics on, something like that, or the one that builds you harbors and encampments faster. That's also quite a good card. But whenever I play Hours of Minerva, it's always quite good fun to just see how many of these policy slots you can add to a single government. It's quite a lot when you try. Actually, drill manuals. Drill manuals is really good. Oh, raid. Why have I still got raid on? Raid is terrible. Military research, it would give me science for Renaissance wars. I guess that's good. I'll go retainers, actually, and move my army so that it's actually waiting inside my cities, and therefore I'll actually start to get like a little bit of extra immunity. Start finding yourself asking really weird questions like, what's the cheapest unit that I can put in a city? And can I actually, if I get rid of all my iron, so no one's buying my iron at the moment, nobody at all. But there's got to be somebody with a lot of military encampments that could take my iron. Like Cleopatra, she hates me, admittedly, but I could just give my iron to her, which I'm going to do. There you go. I've actually managed to just gift it all. I'm now on 0. Can I buy heavy chariots still? I can. In fact, actually, I can get warriors. These have no maintenance cost. They take 50 faith. That is it. And I can use this card, retainers. Now, I'm just going to double check something. Yes. Okay. Made obsolete by propaganda. Propaganda comes from mass media, which is only 1 away. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to actually stress about that too much because it's just about to get made obsolete. Literally, I'm going to go conservation, mass media. So yeah, okay, it was fun. It was a fun little experiment though. Oh yeah, I've got rid of all my iron, so I can't build any railroads this turn. It was a fun experiment. Conservation. I get a little bit more tourism from my walls, which would be good if I had them. It's another thing I've failed to actually put in so far. Quite proud of this holy site. It's right in the middle of 3 separate Sugabas. Look at that. Beautiful. And I've now got another apostle that again is just sort of waiting here, happy to be killed. Perfect. Another flood. Oh my lord, so many floods. I mean, yeah, I know I could probably build a dam. That might help, but I'd rather just complain about it. Hang on. Could I build a dam? How much is a dam? 1,500 gold? Ooh. Okay, that's expensive. That feels unnecessarily expensive. I think I'd rather just fix things. Ah yes, George R.R. Martin. There's Da Vinci. Okay, perfect. All workshops give extra culture. Quite handy, as well as getting a couple extra boosters. Tala Palace. Oh, actually, yep, that's a good thing I checked that, because I was not sure if we could build that in this city. But yeah, 10 turns. Not bad. Oh, you know what? You know what? This may be possible. Look, the aforementioned canal is finally here. So my galley can now get into this city. and, where is it? Panama Canal. Oh, it's such a pointless wonder. But I might have done it. I might be able to free this galley. There's 23 turns. It's going to take a while, but I think the wait is worth it. This is a debater, so it's difficult to kill, but kill it I can, hopefully. Yeah, awesome. Oh yeah, we're really doing well now. The aforementioned John Spilsbury. Again, yeah, toys are fun, but I'm not going to use him as a merchant. I'm going to wait to make a corporation from him. I think that's the better use. Placeable parts boosted. We've got scientific theory. We've got metal casting. Own 2 crossbows. Really? Have I not done that? That feels like something I should have done a long time ago. Well, I can buy it for 90 faith. So, yep, there's 1 and there's 2. Perfect. I think everyone should send trade routes to me. That's a great idea. And city centre? Yeah, let's build more city centre buildings. That actually really helps because I have so little production. I can just do that. I mean, I could vote for faith. No, hang on. No, it's the type of district, isn't it? So yeah, city centre is going to be the one that goes through. Yeah, so it is. Perfect. I know what I'm talking about. I promise. Scorched Earth. Beautiful. I've almost found Jerusalem, like a direct pathway to it. It's been eluding me so far, so my traders haven't been able to get through. But as soon as I can get through to Jerusalem, oh, that's going to be good. Like my capital is just sending out 10 food routes, like left, right, and center. I'm loving this. Just funneling food into my capital. I often do this and I have to sort of think and go, why am I doing this? And then you sort of look at like beautiful 130 food, 550 gold, and you start going, yeah, because I can. Now I remember. I just realized I can buy ancient walls for 20 faith. That's ridiculous, and medieval walls for not much more. I think I might start doing that a little bit. It gets me a little bit more tourism. My tourism's doing okay. On such a big map, these luxury resource monopolies do make a bit of a difference, and I've got 210% at the moment from a couple of monopolies. Not a crazy amount. I've got some snuffly truffly monopolies, I've got some silk, but these are really small resources, and like furs, for instance. Where's the furs? Why haven't I improved it? That's the question. Apparently it's in my land. Oh no, it's Fez. Oh, come on. Fine. Well, I guess if I killed Fez, then that would be fine. But that would feel like a harsh thing to do, you know? So I'm not going to do that. Oh, Congo is out. I mean, I didn't knock Congo out. I'm just saying, it wasn't me. Ignore the fact that I own all of the Congo cities. I mean, they didn't have walls up. Anyone could have walked in. Georgia. Hello, Georgia. Nice to meet you. I will exchange details on capitals, I guess, if I have to. So there's a Tusa. There is a Cad. Interesting. But Jerusalem is now my friend. Yay! We like that. I wonder if I can now trade with Jerusalem. Is it possible? Doesn't say it's possible, but I don't entirely believe that. So we'll just sort of maybe throw a trader into my capital and just see if we can change that a little bit. 25 population capital. Yeah, that's good. It's growing every 2 turns as well. It's not bad really, is it? Economics. Nice. Oh, economics is going to be so much fun. It really is. Right. First of all, let's just finish building this railway and we'll take Adam Smith and I will make a corporation. Now, silver corporations are beautiful. They're really, really, really good. 50% gold in the city. Oh, yes. That's giving me over 200 gold. The best bit, though, is the fact that once we get stock exchanges, we get, in fact, let me just show you by buying a stock exchange into the capital. And I have 3 slots for these products. Products are these. Silver Corporation, new product, extra 25% gold in host city. I'm going to be making a lot of these, like a lot. We need to check my other industries actually as well. I have a few of them. They're sort of scattered around. It's all looking okay. No, not industry. It's hang on. Searching up industrial. No. Right. Come on. Here we go. No. Doesn't work either. Come on, let's just do it with zone in the bottom. I just want to see an industry. How difficult is that? No? Now what's it showing me? Oh, industrial roads. Okay, can I just put zone road? Does that work if I just do that? Yeah, it does. Okay, right. Wales gives me military. I've got military for tobacco. I've got silk for culture. And I've got, it says it's found 4 results. Cocoa industry, 20% growth and 3 housing. Oh, I can make some super cities. Actually, that's a fun thing. Do I want my capital to be a super city and grow like crazy? Or do I want it to be like super rich? Super rich is, I think, what I want to do, but I could take another city like this and make this one super big, just for the hell of it. To that I say, of course I do. Right, Jen is going to be my superstar. I think this is probably the city with the most flat desert in it, yeah. So let's just steal all of the desert that I can, and then actually I'm gonna just buy the tiles around it just because I've got so much money. Like literally this is the best thing I can do with it right now. Okay, now what's gonna happen is that the city will start to swap in nice tiles from outside. That's good. This city is now, I'm gonna focus on making this the best I can. All trade routes are gonna go from Jen, and we're gonna spread out and make this a super city. In fact, Magnus, get in there because I can give you, where are you? Surplus logistics, which gives the city 20% extra growth. That's even better. And where's John Spilsbury? Over you get to make the cocoa industry, so I can make those products and send it to Jen. It is totally pointless, but it makes me happy. So really, is it pointless? Yes it is. That is the answer to that question. Yes, my cocoa. That's looking good. I can now get some products in this city as well. It's going to take 32 turns to do that though. Oh, apparently it counts as a unit. So I am getting minus 15% towards it. Ugh, that's not fun. We'll speed that up in due course. That's not a problem. Okay, we got new cards because we hit ideology. There's economic union. I've got harbours also with my commercial hub adjacency, so that's looking good. Public works, I probably don't need as much anymore, but I am using it a little bit, I guess. It's either that or 5-year plan. I don't think I need 5-year plan right now. Liberalism, though, is looking increasingly interesting. I need more cards. More cards, I say. Let's just put levy on mass in. Saves me just a tiny bit of money. The tiniest bit of money. I have cornered another apostle. Look at this. Surrounded, flanked. If only I was Arabia, I'd be doing way more, but actually I got the kill anyway. Huzzah! Feed the world spreads further. So I think I discussed this very briefly before, but Gen, this is my second city that I'm going to absolutely grow because it's got so many flatland desert tiles in it that these food routes are just ridiculous. So all of my new traders are going to go to this city. In Gazagamu and Kamasi, there's a couple of trade routes there that I will prioritize because of the nice culture, but after that, yeah, we're going to be throwing pretty much anything that can go into this city, into that city. I think I can actually put a couple of aqueducts and things down as well, which would be really cool. So we'll aqueduct that quickly just for the housing. Like, tile improvements in this city are now pretty much redundant. It's all about the trade routes. Housing, trade routes. I want to see if I can get that city bigger than my capital. I reckon I can. Patala Palace. This, I think, is my third wonder that gives me an extra card. So I've already got Alhambra and Forbidden City. This is Patala Palace, and I am currently building Big Ben. So 3 to 4 at the moment. I love doing this when I've got Owls of Minerva. It's just, it makes me so happy to see all of the extra slots for the government. Look at that. Already, Theocracy has 10 slots in it, which is pretty awesome. What shall I put in this? 86 gold per ton from envoys at city-states. I mean, that could be useful. I think Raj, though, extra 2 gold from every trade route to city-states, that'll add up, hopefully, to quite a bit. Yeah, it did. And as you can see, my military engineers are just running around making sure that I put down railways on every single tile that connects my cities. I'm also keeping an eye on my trade routes, finding out where the natural sort of course of the trade route is and making sure that railroads get put down on those tiles. Makes a big difference. It's one of the many ways that my gold routes are beginning to climb. What are we on? Monumentality still. Oh, I'm looking forward to going for the trade route golden age. That's going to be so much fun. Oh, and here's my first national park. There was an available, I could put one over on the west of my empire, and I couldn't help it, because I was like, well, that's going to be these 4 cities getting the extra amenity, including my capital. Lovely. Military science, line infantry, but more importantly, military academies, and that's important because I've got Ngazagame, so we should be able to purchase in units very cheaply indeed once this all goes through. Here we go. It's in my capital now, and hopefully we should see some ridiculous faith purchases. Oh yes, yes we can. That is ridiculously cheap. Why is that so cheap? Hang on a second. This is cheaper than it should be. So Ngazagamu makes it 20% cheaper for each encampment building. So that's 60% total. My government makes it 15% cheaper, so we're up to 75%, and then actually I guess my ability makes it another 20% cheaper, doesn't it? So we're currently at 5% cost. 5%. Okay, that's pretty cheap. Right, well, we better make advantage of this then. What could I get myself? Should we get a cavalry army just because I can? Yeah, let's do it because I can. I mean, it takes 60 horses, but I'm not doing anything else with them. It's an army, and a crossbow army as well. I mean, I know there's unit maintenance on these, but I mean, honestly, oh, that is so powerful. I can generate an army from pretty much nothing now. Oh, the problem is that as soon as Ursa gets anything like that, I start to get ideas like the fact that my attacks do full damage to city walls if I take over a CAD, which I should be able to do fairly soon, to be fair. Or do I go to war? Now the problem is that Nubia is a level 2 ally, as is Ethiopia is not quite, but they will be next turn. I've just renewed the alliance. Now I believe as well Spain is a level 2, yeah, because we did that deliberately, and Greece is not. But what about Dido? Is she probably will be. Unless, no, I could in theory go to war with Dido and I wouldn't get a traitorous rebellion, and that would let me basically take the whole of the other side of the Sahara. A lot of my trade routes would probably get plundered because a lot of them are crossing through that area, but we could go that way. We could send a crazy army against Deity because we can. Like there's literally no other reason to do it than just because we can. All right, leave that one with me. I don't know how bad my my bad idea bear sort of impulse will get there. I think I want to quickly find oil. I think oil will tell us whether or not a huge late game war is a good idea or a bad idea. Because if I can get loads of oil, I can get loads of artillery, and artillery just make these sort of things much easier. Suffrage, that gives me democracy, and that is going to turbocharge my economy. Turbocharge it. It'll be lovely. Right, levy on mass and logistics. I believe those are still the best cards. Military research would actually start to give me a bit of science now, but I like the extra movement, and anything that gives me gold is a good thing. Although saying that, I will go forced modernization because I think getting extra improvements on upgraded troops, I think that's probably the best one for me at the moment. Economic union, good. Public works is good. Triangular trade is probably not needed, but is still quite fun. New Deal is one of the best cards in the game, so I shall put that in immediately. Gunboat diplomacy I really don't need because of the crazy amount of envoys I'm getting, but ACAD is the one I want, so actually gunboat diplomacy will help me to pick that one up. Invention, Republican legacy. Okay, I'm going to take invention out because I've got so much gold and faith I can buy in the engineers, and we've already got to the point where the engineers are like several eras ahead of time, so we don't have to worry about those so much. I'm going to take liberalism because that 22 extra immunities is very handy, and 5-year plan for campus and industrial zone. So that will boost my economy quite considerably once all that comes through. Yep, we're on 600 gold, and a bunch of my cities are now happy, including hopefully my capital. Yeah, my capital is one of those cities. Lovely. Now, unfortunately, my faith purchasing is a little bit more expensive than it was before, but it's still pretty cheap. Mechanically, it's still as cheap as I really need it, so I'll take it. It's fine. Triggers the Eureka for computers and lets me build one more district than usual. I don't need to use that on my capital because I've already up to 9 districts and the city is just continuing to grow. So that's pretty decent. I'm just occasionally buying districts in because I can. It's like, yep, Pingala City, extra districts, buy the buildings in immediately. Look at that, just a bunch more science coming out of my nation. Having all this gold income is just ridiculous. It's like every turn I get to do one ridiculously silly thing and then move on. Professional sports, I'm going to get that so that I can unlock aquatic centers, estadio, stadiums, ski resorts, all of the fun things. It's basically all the stuff that stops you ever from becoming unhappy ever again, which is lovely. Ballistics, I believe that means I can upgrade my crossbows now, which is pretty cool. Let's just take a field cannon army. So now my city's hit really hard. Picked up another city from loyalty in the middle, and everything's broken in it, but it's fine, we'll fix it. And this apostle thinks it's safe, which is a mistake because what I'm doing is building a railway actively to my apostles, so now they have enough movement to cross this river and get aggressive. Yep, look at this. I can pretty much just kill. Oh, I can kill in one. Yay! Conversion. Fun. Oh wait, now I can gold purchase cheaper for units, can't I? Of course, because democracy gives 15% gold discount. Love it. Okay, right, well, one thing I should consider then is that if I get Magnus to Black Marketeer, then I get 80% discount on strategic purchases, so that's pretty handy. Just build this encampment somewhere that the units can get into the sea quite nicely, like there, that'll do. Start to get things like stables, because I think cavalry and siege equipment is definitely the one for me right now. And then next turn I'll get armory, things like that, and then we can start purchasing units, and I can start sending hordes of them across to Dido. I'm increasingly liking this idea because it's ridiculous. There's no need for it at all, and that's why it's wonderful. This is one of those fun things I can do where I've got an iron mine, but if I remove the iron, because it's next to a sanctuary, it actually gets better yields. So yeah, that's quite fun. All excitement, professional sports, but also I have the Megastorm microcontrollers. Of course I do. Created by Ursa's glistening silver bottom. 1020 AD, God, we are so far ahead. It's ridiculous, but this beauty, this absolute beauty increases 25% gold yield in the host city. Oh wait, That's my capital. Oh yeah, around 90% modifiers now. That is ridiculous. So we're getting 50, 75% from the fact that this city is, it's got a corporation plus one product, and then it's got 15%, I believe, from Kilwa? Yeah, from Kilwa. Muscat's actually appeared. Muscat would be another good take. I mean, that would be awesome. Yeah, all in all, we're having a lot of fun now. Oh, my capital's suddenly on 210 production. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's these democracy routes. Suddenly, they haven't even updated properly. Hang on, let's see if I can just find a random one. Niani, here we go. 14 food, 6 production. Where's one from Jen? If I just find one there, where could you be? I just made 2. Where have you gone? There it is. 19 food, 6 production. Oh, so good. So good. And more from Jen as well. I mean, Sparta's a 35 gold route, but look at this, 19 food and 8 production. Oh, yes, that is ridiculous. I mean, it's unfortunate because I really did want to go to war with Dido, but I have other allies that I can make. All right, what we need to do is actually, it's luxuries. Luxuries are what I'm pinning down right now. Where are the luxuries? Can I steal them? There is not a lot here, actually. Dido's lands are pretty bereft of luxuries, so where else could I go? Egypt. Egypt is where I can go. Look at all these whales and sugar. Yeah. Egypt. Okay, right, I've decided I'm gonna declare war on Egypt instead. It's fine, but yeah, that's too good a route to pass up. It's so good. Oh, the city's got so much growing potential, and it's going to get better because, don't forget, I'm now able to buy the stadiums for ridiculously cheap amounts of money. 1,200 apparently is all I need for that. Aquatic Center to go on top of that as well. Oh yeah, lovely stuff. We're gonna get some ecstatic cities. Samaria, we're still meeting people. Honored to meet you. You're gonna like me. Minus 25, but friendship immediately. There we go. Still the same trick always works. Military academy done. Okay, that's what I wanted to see in this city, and now I think we can start to think about getting loads and loads of troops in. I think we've got a range of strategics, and they're building up and sort of being lost at sort of random intervals. As soon as I get to 60 in something, I think I'll utilize it. So, for instance, cavalry army immediately looks good, and a Ursa army as well. Oh, perfect. 81 strength, 79 strength. Egypt have fairly decent defenses, but not that decent, especially when I'm able to do this as well. So we've got Mary Goddard, so I've got +1 visibility with everybody. I need to actually get my spies out pretty soon. Michelangelo as well. He can produce a religious artwork, which I think I've already got one of. I have. Can I buy something else? Like, I feel like there's got to be another religious artwork out there somewhere. Only by somebody I've already got. Okay, that's not too exciting then. So Pingala just got neutralized, which is a bit annoying because I thought my defenses were okay even without spies, but my gold per turn is going up normally. That was fine. I was watching that and that's not a problem. So we do need to make more spies, but I think at the moment nobody's stealing from my gold. We hope. Persia. Hello. We meet... well, there must be still more people to meet, but how many more people? One player. That's it. Alright, well, we'll keep exploring into this corner of the map because I bet that's where they would be. Oil. How much have I got? Oh, Himiko's gone. That's fair. I have... oh, some underneath my stadium, some in the desert over there, and some in the sea. I think I've got loads more around, though, so that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Right, we'll just go and get a builder, go and work that one, and then I think this tower was fairly easy to get to as well, so you go to there. Perfect. Lots of oil. Oil is what we want for things like artillery. Also just going to have a look and see what aluminium we've got. And still decide what sort of army I spring into existence. Another national park as well. Another 6 amenities in my cities. Every time I put one of those into existence, it's looking lovely. Just sort of casually building up the tourism per turn as I'm having fun with other things and building an army. An army that make Mordor proud. We're sort of getting a lot of different things at the same time. One more product. We've got 3 lined up in my capital now, which means my capital has a glorious 140% modifier for gold. Yum. It says that it couldn't create any more products, but I'm pretty sure I can. So let's just ignore that for a second. Although, to be fair, I do want to make some spies first. So we'll do them and then I'll make some products. just because I can, but yeah, 259 production in that city. Yan is 153. That can increase a lot because it's not growing quite as fast as my capital at the moment. It's a close run thing though. It's a very close run thing. Can I just say this I've been quietly doing, not, I would say off camera is the wrong phrase, but I haven't been drawing attention to it, but this is possibly the proudest thing that I have done in a long time. This is the Panama Canal, a beautiful wonder that separates, well, basically connects two separated bodies of water by putting a 3-tile canal through pretty much anything flat. And why did I build this? Well, you'll be reminded of that very soon. The game wants to show you Torre de Belém. I built that in yen. We're going to just move on from that because that's not the important thing. Now, I can finally get my galley out of the lake and into the sea, where it will promote itself to a fine ironclad and it will go take on the world. Oh, I am proud of myself. That is the most wonderful and pointless thing I have done in a long time. So Torre de Belém has probably made the trade routes coming out of Yan even better. If I can find one. Where is one? Often they sort of disappear. 33 gold per turn? Maybe it's better, maybe it's not. What does it do? 2 gold for every luxury resource at the destination. Yeah, that will give me some increased benefits eventually, once I notice the difference. 10 turn Estadio. Oh, it'll be my finest project yet, apart from Panama. If I can get Eiffel, I'll be able to rush that through really quickly. That'll be 6 culture and 2 amenities to every city in my nation. A beautiful thing. Yet another missionary, or apostle I should say, falls to my wily debating charms. Delicious. Yeah, we've almost exterminated this horrendous Eastern Orthodoxy from my lands. Feed the world shall reign. I had totally forgotten that I even had a military emergency on. That was clearly really worrying for me. A really worrying emergency. Akkad wants a biplane, by the way. I feel like we can do that. That is something I am happy to do. Let's just quickly send this trade route. I've still got more 19 food routes to Dido. We're making that island amazingly plump. How's my city doing now? 275 food in per turn. Yeah, 40% growth bonus on that city. It's working well. Let's treat myself to that aerodrome though. Pop you down there. I've still got space for a spaceport if I need it. I can get the hangar in because at this point, why not? And then the biplane goes down. I have a little air boy. And now I can go Akkad 1, 2, 3. And this city is now mine, which is perfect because I've now found Yerevan as well. And Preslav. Oh, so many city-states that I have only just discovered. Cool. Well, now I'm in the position that my units can go and attack walls instantaneously. So is this going to be enough army to go and invade Egypt? The answer is probably. I mean, when you can build pike and shot armies for 110 gold though, you might as well. I'm not far off getting the upgrade for these. That's pretty cool. Ooh, market economy. That would make my trade routes even better, which is something I really need. Let's put it instead of public works. I don't need builders at the moment. I'm kind of beyond that point. I have ascended beyond the point of builders. It'll give me quite a bit more science per turn, I would suspect. Yep, 100 science per turn. Lovely. Yeah, look at that route. 14 food, 6 production, 41 gold, 3 science, 22 culture, 3 faith. Yeah. Do you think that's enough? Everyone happy that that's probably enough? So I now have 1 spy in my capital, which makes me think that I want to go and start spying on Egypt. So that's what we're going to do. Over to the capital, go see if we can level up a couple of spies, do some fun things. I think it's possible. Industrial era. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know why? It's because I think this golden age I can get the trade route policy. Does it reform the coinage? Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Everyone is in a dark age apart from a handful of people, including Nubia. That's cool. Okay, cool. So we may actually steal some cities from them. Here we go. Reform the coinage. Traders cannot be plundered. Oh, yes. International trade routes provide 3 gold per specialty district in the foreign city. We'll see. We'll see how much that gives. Sometimes trading with city-states, that effect doesn't give you as much as you might think. Gave me about 400 gold. But the ability to have my traders not plunderable, now that is something that I'm quite content with, because if I do go to war, I might have a bit of a coalition against me. And if that happens, it would be awesome to know that everything was safe. I'm just going to pick up quickly. Oh, Hippolyta, next turn, 82 strength. Yeah, I think she might be just a one-lady battering ram. A cad actually means that I can attack Damascus now with Hercules, which is pretty cool, but I am pillaging instead, so that's fun. Radio, we were going to have a look at aluminium, weren't we? 1 source, good. 2, I've already improved. 3, I've already improved. 4, I've already improved. 5, I've already improved. 6 is right next to a builder. 7, I've already improved. Okay, we have enough for a fleet of aircraft to blot out the sun. That is incredible. Oh, that is one thing about Mali. They always start on desert, which means they always start with a ton of bombing potential. Yeah, bombers are going to be good. Once I've got bombers, though, we're actually going to go for aircraft carriers. Actually, no, I lie. We'll go for chemistry and then aircraft carriers. I really like the idea of a good combined arms strike. Sailing over some bombers, attacking Egypt with those. That would be quite fun. Actually, that is amazingly timed. Big Ben, the last of the 4 wonders that give policy slots. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I need an extra governor, actually, because I can upgrade my secret society as well. But this gives me another economic policy slot, as well as increasing the amount of gold I had by 50%. That would have been better if I'd actually remembered that and actually saved it last turn, but I just spent it all because I'm a wally. But there you go, just slapping online communities in, and I'm going to go for collective activism now instead of my extra envoys, because I'm about to take a couple of cities much nearer to the enemy. Collective activism will boost my culture up considerably now. 1,754, very nice indeed. And here you go, we have more trading routes for oh yeah, loads more trading routes. Any more city-states? No more city-states available to me, but a 53 gold route to Spain with 19 food in it. Yep, I like that. That is something I can get on board with. Look at that. How much food is this city now getting into it? 328. It actually capped out. The food growth was so much that it couldn't possibly get 2 separate citizens in a turn. Look at that food needed to grow population. So it actually has capped out a little bit. I love that. That's awesome. We now have better planes. There is a fighter from my biplane. That's pretty cool. But I can now get myself some actual air units, which I'm going to do as soon as I can. Where are they? Bombers. Now, here's the thing. Are they going to be able to fly across? If I put them on these cities, are they going to have the range to rebase? I'm going to say they will, but we'll gamble on that. Oh god, they're so cheap to buy. 1,455. I actually don't think, even if I bought 2 per turn. Oh, actually, no. What am I talking about? I can buy as many as I want because I've got like an airport there. In fact, actually, did I buy the airport? I didn't buy the airport. I probably should have done that first. Never mind. Anyway, I've now got 4 bombers already on turn 1. We're going to go replaceable parts, sanitation, chemistry, steel. That'll unlock all of my other big upgrades. And then we're going to go combustion for tanks, combined arms for aircraft carriers. There we go. Indoctrination. 1 wildcard policy slot, 2 extra spy capacity, cities gain 4 loyalty per turn, and 1 immunity when a spy is in their territory. It's a big bonus, that. And another wildcard policy slot. What do I pop in now? There is a lot of fun things I can do. But I'm at that beautiful point where actually we've got everything I could ever really want. Laissez-faire? This would give me extra merchant points because I don't have enough merchant points. Let's go invention actually for now. And instead of cultural heritage, I'm just going to dip into nuclear program quickly to upgrade that to science foundations. That's a good card. That is Einstein is still available. He's quite expensive though. Come on, Eiffel. I want you quickly. Tomorrow, that's everyone. We've met the world now. Exciting. And I think I should be able to easily pick up some lovely tourists from Scythia. We've got 1,124 tourism going in per turn at the moment. Infantry and nuclear program. There we go. In your pop science foundations. Beautiful card. Love it. Dark of the Moon silver jewelry. Ooh, that's very evocative. We're up to 50% modifier on yen. These are brilliant trade routes going out now, but my capital, I feel like my capital can do just as good. We've got 202 food coming in per turn there, 317 coming in per turn in this city. Oh, Stadio is almost finished as well. That's going to be wonderful to see. Wonder construction, perfect. Actually, in the time it took me to get Eiffel, I've kind of almost finished Estadio already, so what other wonders do I want? I don't know. Okay, Cristo Redentor. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad an idea. I don't have too much religious tourism though, to be fair. Oh well, I'm just going to use Eiffel to rush Estadio. I only had 2 turns left on it, but at this point, it's doing really good things, and oh, I'd love the extra culture. I think I've got something like 30 cities, so 180 culture when you add it all together, as well as basically meaning that every city will be ecstatic from this point onwards from the game, and that's awesome in itself. Yeah, 2,000 tourism per turn, sorry, culture per turn. It's looking awesome. Let's get this theatre square sorted. I don't really care about tile yields anymore. It's not really kind of useful for me at all. It's really, the main thing I need to do is just make sure that my districts are looking good. Sarah Breedlove here gives me 25% extra tourism to people I have a trade route to. I have a trade route to quite a few people, to put it lightly. Yeah, we're getting a lot of tourism, and we're slowly building that up. I haven't really even bothered to accumulate much tourism. It's kind of a bit of an afterthought for me, but we're starting to pick up random little bits. Michelangelo, yeah, look, there we go, theming. I thought that was themed. This is such a cool thing to look at, though. I was just having a look at my government. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 policy slots. Not bad. I've got 6 extra ones, 4 from Wonders, 2 from Hours of Minerva. Do you remember that game I did with, was it one of the modded civs? Was it Vatican? I think it might have been Vatican. They got 2 extra diplomacy slots, like, through the game. So I think I ended a game with like 18 slots, something like that. It's really cool. Ooh, spiced drinking chocolate. Now, this is my first product that gives me 20% growth. I'm going to put that into yen, and that gives me some serious extra food once that goes through. Yeah, look at that, 60%. That one card probably gave me 40 extra food in that city. So we are really growing 1 population per turn minimum right now. That's awesome. Plus, I actually just unlocked research labs, so there's a couple of extra awesome science buildings I can pick up in my cities now. Oh, I built Broadway as well. Why is a valid question, but I got a random civic boost, so that's cool. Oh no, that's right, this is yen, so this is giving me 20% culture in the city. That's right. Look at this, it's actually relatively industrialized very, very quickly. Oh, an environmentalism I got, and I think I can now get Hercules in again. 88 strength, yeah, go on man, perfect. Actually, I've got Nubia being a magnificent ally for me here, because all of my troops are just quickly upgrading themselves. Like, yeah, I don't think I've unlocked tanks just yet, have I? Almost. So the Curaçaos are just going to wait for a second, but I do have anti-tank now, which is brilliant. And if I run out of movement, Hippolyta's just like, yeah, move again. Why not? Just replacing liberalism with International Space Station, because I think I've got enough amenities now in all of my cities with all of my improvements, with all of the special stadiums and stuff. Up to 1,000, almost 200 science per turn now. Lovely. Here we go, going to denounce Egypt and see if my military ally, who is my military ally? Dido. Would you like a joint war with them? No, not yet. Okay, well, we'll see if somebody... I'm going to go around and invite as many people into this war as I possibly can. Yeah, that was quite successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people at war, including our friend Gilgamesh. So I think I get a little bit extra combat strength against them. We have 6 intel on opponents' movements at the moment, and my anti-tank crews can naval attack with 88 strength. So here we go. We'll just move all of my troops in. I'm going to go, don't forget, I've got a CAD as well, so we're doing full damage against the walls. 1, 2, like that. We will, let's think about this actually. I probably wanted my ironclad on a different tile, but that's fine. We'll get this anti-tank to move again. There you go. Then I'll use Hippolyta to make an attack, and then the ironclad will come in and take the city. And that is a naval invasion in 1. We will keep the city for 18 turns, unbelievably, but I will put Victor in, which now makes the city loyal. And then we very much rinse and repeat. Oh, there is a privateer over there. That's no fun. Okay, so, I mean, Egypt have a small army. They have a very small army. It's not to be ignored, but not to be feared either. So, let's get that right. Let's immediately teleport Hercules in as well. And, Himiko. I need to just figure out which city actually bought Himiko. I don't even know. It's somewhere around here. It was my capital. That's brilliant. Okay, that means I can just go bam, like that. And again, teleport her around. Oh, there are a lot of privateers here. Okay, I need a navy. I need a navy. Let me just think about this, because just fabricating a navy from nothing, that could be really difficult. So difficult. Shipyard, seaport. What do we fancy? Battleship armada. Yep, that sounds great. Move Hippolyta over. Battleship immediately moves. In you come. And bam. Yeah, so difficult to just, fabricate one from nothing. In fact, I can literally do exactly the same thing again. Oh, I love it. This time I'll go for an ironclad armada, or no, battleship armada. Too much fun. Oh, I've gone from democracy to digital democracy as well. It doesn't actually help with my war, but honestly, at this point, I think I'm fine. 1 attack, 2 attacks. There's another city down there taken. I don't even need to look. It's like, causing an explosion and then just turning your back at the last minute. That's what I do. Actually, neat little trick. Hippolyta can't get all the way over to this city, so I'm going to move a builder onto her tile, and then I can use her command to give herself more movement. Just a nice little sneaky trick for you. Every time I take one of these cities as well, it gives me a 3 tank, because of course it's desert, so yeah. That's quite a nice little reward. Another city taken over in that direction. I can then immediately kill that boat. Honestly, I can pray these units in so fast, I don't even really care if they survive their attacks. I'm just attacking ridiculously. Oh, Thebes. Let's just quickly give you a double attack, Mr. Injured Unit. Actually, there you go. You can get into the city and heal yourself, which is cool. That's all of Egypt's cities taken, by the way, apart from their capital. So, yeah, I'm going to actually leave that one alive. I managed to get my 3rd food product into the Gen now, which is it's just hilarious. Have a look at this. This city, right? So my capital's on 38 population. My second city is now on 37 and catching up rapidly. 500 food per turn. I've got 100% food growth and 250 per turn coming in. And then I'm still throwing all of these amazing trade routes on it. 525 food coming in per turn. I need to grow a population less than 525 if that was on full. So there's no possible way that I couldn't grow every turn. It's just so funny. Look how many spaces for neighborhoods I've still got. It's just put them down. And there we go. Victory. It was inevitable, but I really enjoyed that game. That was so much fun. If you are capable of going onto Discord and taking a look at the save file and taking it for yourself, I could not suggest playing this map more. It was a joy. This expanded version of Mali on the desert start that you get, it's a joy. It is an absolute joy. We got Abraham Lincoln on score. Let's have a look at some graphs. You can see buildings constructed. We did great as normal. Can you tell where my Egypt and Congo wars were? They were both totally pointless, but I enjoyed them both. I actually settled quite a lot this time, but pretty late compared to everybody else. My culture was just leaps and bounds above everyone else, as was my science. You can see my faith wasn't so spectacular, but watch my gold graph. Wonders constructed. I got a bit bored towards the end of the game, so I always end up building wonders because I can. Religions founded. Yeah, that's looking pretty good as well. What a game. Honestly, that was a lot of fun. Actually, I thought that capturing Egypt would give me a bigger luxury monopoly bonus, but it didn't. Egypt actually only really had a couple of luxuries. I've been improving them because, of course, the AI has done that thing where on monopolies mode it doesn't improve their luxuries. I've been doing that, but mostly it's amber. And there's so much amber on the map, I can't possibly get a monopoly of it. I am also thinking I would have probably cheesed the game even more if I'd gone for Maori, from beginning of the game. He can obviously put luxuries down, and in the desert he tends to put things but get monopolies really quickly, so that's fun. I've also barely built theatre squares. I've barely done anything like biosphere rush. I could have done that. I haven't really bothered to accumulate too many great people. Oh yeah, format and rest. Got spies that are upgrading as well. Goodness me, everything's happening. Yeah, there's a lot we could have done. I could have been chopping down rainforest a lot more. Biosphere would have made the appeal different, so I could have put down national parks. There's so much we could have done. What a game though. I hope you enjoyed the return to A to Z. I really did. Thank you so much for everybody for supporting. Coffee, Patreon, all the good stuff. It's just amazing. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting and doing all that. We've been doing really, really well on the channel recently, and that algorithm pushing is all down to you. So thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!